Hi everybody, it's Peter Zellum's Griniflix Adventure 8 and welcome to another video. Today I am talking about power stations, solar generators. It must be one of the hottest topics around the world right now as people starting to use portable power, electric power, or trying to save power, or trying to economize power, or trying to have backup systems, fail-proof power systems for breathing apparatus, for hot water systems, for electronic gear, for powering espresso machines, for camping, for adventure travel. Yes, power stations are very topical right now, and they come in all shapes and sizes, from very small backup units to charge your phone to very large household units that can back up your refrigerator, your breathing apparatus, your computer systems, your crypto mining operations or whatever. They come in all sizes. I've been using power stations for a while now, and for my adventure travel and for my photography. Quite a few inquiries from overseas, from USA and also from Europe, and also from other parts of Asia with regards to power stations and what's available. I have been approached by another manufacturer of power stations called AllPowers, and they've sent me a unit to unbox. And this unit is called the S700. It's one of the sort of medium-sized power stations around the 700 watt mark, and we'll unbox it. They are Chinese manufacturers, as a lot of these manufacturers are of power stations. Operates all over the world, in America, in Europe, and throughout Asia as well. They will ship all over the world directly, and they will have warehouses in different parts around the world where they can ship from, and therefore that can reduce your transport costs substantially. Okay, so it arrives in a box. There's a cardboard box around this. Yes, so the weight of this unit is 5.4 kilograms. With all the packaging and everything, it comes in about 7.5 kilograms. The unit is actually 606 watt hours. That's what its capacity is. Its continuous power supply is around 700 watts, and its peak surge is 1400 watts, which is typical of power stations. The peak surge tends to be about double its continuous capacity. If you run at peak for more than 5 seconds, it's going to switch off the unit. So I'm expecting the same thing will happen with this unit as well. Here is the unit here. So it's all very compact, which is very good. And then we've got a box and some cables in there. We'll open that up. All right, not much. We've got a power cord. In this case here, because this unit was shipped here to Australia, it comes with the Australian power cord. If you're ordering AllPowers power stations anywhere in the world, then you basically specify what country you're delivering to, and then a power cord that's appropriate for your country will be delivered. But more importantly, the unit also will be configured with an appropriate outlet here for your country. So if it's the US, you have a US outlet. If it's Europe, you'll have European outlet, and so forth. And we've got also the transformer, which gives you the 12 volt output for the unit here. So that's pretty straightforward. Nothing else in there other than plastic. That's it. So no other cables. Just something to note. So if you want to use solar blankets or solar panels, then you'll need the appropriate cords as well, which are available from AllPowers or other suppliers. Okay, let's have a closer look at the power station. So the first thing to note about power stations, solar generators, portable power units, is they're batteries basically. And there's two main types of batteries that are available. Lithium-ion battery, which is this battery unit, and there's also lithium iron phosphate batteries, often abbreviated to LiFePO4. There's a fundamental difference. The lithium-ion batteries tend to be smaller, more compact, so as far as power to weight ratio, they tend to be smaller. whereas the lithium iron phosphate batteries, they tend to be a bit larger for the same capacity. However, the lithium iron phosphate batteries tend to have a longer life as far as the number of times you can actually recharge them. So, you know, there are pros and cons which way you go. The lithium iron phosphate batteries also tend to be more expensive. I guess when it comes to choosing what type of power station you have, or what sort of power station you need or want, it's going to be really dependent on how you plan to use it, what's its function going to be. And there are so many on the market now, and they all have their little quirks and they all have their little bits and pieces that have been added on. So there's a lot of choice out there, and I guess to a certain extent you have to do your own research to work out what your needs are to what sort of power station you should be going for. To work out your needs, basically each device, whether it be a kettle or a mobile phone or something else, there will be some sort of a sign underneath or to the side on the box of the unit that it came in as far as its power requirements are concerned in watts. So a kettle typically is 2,000 watts you need. Some kettles only need 1,000. This coffee maker espresso machine, I think, needs about 1,300 watts to operate. Each unit will have its operating power that it requires. If the espresso machine is 1,300 watts, then it needs to have a power station with a capacity of 1,300 watts continuous power. And typically its peak will be double that, but its continuous power needs to match up with the type of device that you're using. If you want to use more than one device with your power station, you've got to add up all those wattages to work out whether that's compatible with the continuous power that the unit can actually supply. So this unit can supply continuously 700 watts. And that 700 watts can be supplied as a alternating current, AC, 240 volts in Australia, for example. In the US, it's 110 volts, and in Europe, I think it's also 220 or 240 or thereabouts, as well as many parts of Asia. It's also similar to that sort of voltage, and that's where these AC alternating current outlets are. So for Australia, it's the 3-pin outlets, and in this particular unit, it has 2 of those. So that's pretty straightforward. Then there are a couple other little things on this particular unit, and there are some lights. So there's a light there and also a light there, which is great. And then you've got 3 buttons. You've got AC button there, a DC button there, and then you've got a 3rd button here also. And this unit has got some Bluetooth connectivity. We'll have to set that up to see what sort of function it has as well. On this side, we've got a couple other little connectors here. We've got a DC output. So again, you need the appropriate plug that fits into there. And then you've got 3 USB outputs there, and you've also got a USB-C output there. So you can have multiple devices there. On the other side, what have we got? We've got an outlet here, and this is a typical 12-volt car outlet. Then you've got 2 inputs here. A mini Anderson plug input, so that's where you'd connect basically a solar panel. It has its own controllers in here, so all you have to do is just connect up the solar panel directly to this, and it will be able to handle the variance in the voltage of the solar panel accordingly. Or you can also plug in your 12-volt supply here, and that can be directly from your car, for example. Or you could be using the 240-volt charger, which goes through the transformer, which gives a 12-volt output, and that goes into there as well. Charge this unit with 2 inputs, one from the solar panel and also one from the 240 volts. So that's the wattage that's going in through that input, and that input are then added up and actually speeds up the charging rate as well. This is a really simple unit. It's small, it's compact, and yeah, I think that's really about it. So this was just an unboxing video. I will connect this up to some solar panels. I'll put it in my car. We'll do some charging on it. We'll be able to compare some charging rates and see what the practical aspects are of that as well in the next video. AllPowers has been kind enough to set up an affiliate code for you as well. Adventure 8 affiliate link. You'll get 15% discount off prices advertised on their website. The next video will be using this, seeing how it powers devices, how it works, both in the household environment as well as in my four-wheel drive camper as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, then give it a thumbs up. If it's been helpful, really appreciate it. Give it a thumbs up. If it's the first time to my channel, you haven't already subscribed, then please do subscribe and press notifications. You'll be notified when the next video is out. Thanks again for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Cheers, bye.